everyone, and welcome back to Mission Impossible. I'm your host Shannon, as always, and joining me today, I have another lovely guest. Can you please introduce yourself?
Hello everyone, my name is Mena. I'm from Egypt. I'm 26 years old and I've been living in Korea for 2.5 years now.
Yeah, and you might have seen us together quite a few times.
Yeah.
This isn't our first time doing Koreanet shows or live shows together, so it's wonderful to have you back and have this sort of reunion today. So for those of you guys that are just tuning in, let me explain a little bit about how the show works, and then we'll go ahead and get started with the missions. So the mission is 3 times today we have to take photos and go visit certain places. But basically the whole premise of the show is that within the 1 hour time slot, we have to complete these missions successfully so that you guys can win a $30 Amazon gift card. Now, the only way to win is if we complete the missions, and then if you guys are active in the comment section down below. So make sure that you guys are commenting the whole time, and then at the very end, my lovely guest will select a random winner from the comment section. So that's a little bit of the formalities for today. Do you want to introduce where we are today?
Well, here we are in Artcraft Museum. Can you help me with the name?
Yeah. So this particular area, as in the past couple weeks, we've been in the Jongno-gu area. Yeah. We're in the Jongno-gu area as well, and I've mentioned it before, but one of my favorite spots in Seoul is Insadong, which is just over there. You guys might be hearing some music, and it's probably coming from the Insadong area. But also, if you guys come visit this particular spot, this is in the Jongno-gu, that sort of area. There's also this big, beautiful flower field. This is really common for people to come take photos this time of year. So definitely make sure you guys come check that out. But our specific location today is just over here. We are at the Seoul Museum of Crafts and Art. So this is basically a giant textile museum. It has 3 different exhibition halls and a children's center. So there's a lot going on today, but it's actually really big and really beautiful, not to mention very diverse in the amount of art that we'll get to see. So art's very important to me, but how about you?
My major is art. I love this place already, and the vibes are so nice. And also it's a perfect season to check it for autumn. I really like it.
Yeah, I can definitely agree with that. I think autumn is the perfect time in Korea. So enough of that. We'll go ahead and get started. You guys can follow me. We're going to go ahead and go this way. Yeah. Very good. So you've been in Korea 5 years, you said?
No, 2 years and
2 years. I've been here 5 years. I don't know why
wow.
I said 2 years. Yeah. Very good. So the 2 years that you've been here, where are you coming from originally?
From Egypt?
Yeah. Cairo.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. So what brought you to Korea in the first place? Was it studying art?
Actually, yeah, I took a scholarship for studying graphic design art.
Okay, so a little bit different than what we'll be seeing. No
yeah.
problem.
So I love this kind of places, and actually one of my favorite spots as well is Insadong. I really like it.
Okay, so we're in the same boat then.
But first time here.
First time in this spot, so first time for the museums and stuff. Okay. I've been to Insadong many times, just over there, but this is actually my second time here. I've never been in this museum before, but I actually did a photo shoot right here against this wall.
Oh,
so
nice.
I've kind of been here before, I guess. But very beautiful nonetheless. I mean, judging by both of us, this is one of our favorite spots to visit. I just like the energy in this area of Seoul.
This is like a must-visit place for anyone who's interested in art, crafts, DIY.
Yeah,
nice.
Also like a blend of traditional stuff and some more modern influences as well.
Yeah.
But me having been here 4.5, 5 years, you being here 2 years, this is easily still one of my favorite places to come and hang out.
True.
So it's not just for tourists. So you'll actually see that it's pretty empty relatively to some of the places that we've been before. Like Hongdae is always crowded, Itaewon's pretty crowded, Gangnam is just like business New York style. But this place is a lot slower, it's a lot chiller, which I actually prefer.
I think it's pretty nice to come really early in the morning so you can enjoy this quiet vibes. Yeah.
And we're at the time of year when all day kind of feels like late morning. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah,
it's really nice.
It's not sunny, so you can even enjoy outside.
It's not super hot, which is good. So our first mission, I forgot to introduce what we're doing today.
Oh, yeah.
Take a photo with the Seoul Museum of Craft Art. So we actually have to take a photo with the museum. And oddly enough, I did do a photo shoot against this wall because I think it's quite scenic. So I guess we should take a selfie. Do you want to go find? Let's just do a selfie. I'll show you guys.
It looks also nice.
Yeah, that's pretty. Where do you want to take it? Here?
Yeah,
or
like your photo
Okay, let's go this way. So, wow, the sky is so blue. Okay, ready?
Yeah,
1, 2, 3. Oh, that was cute.
Oh,
I'll save it. Let's do another one though.
Okay.
I have the new little button thingy on my phone, so I can take it.
Oh,
I like that one. Oh, your skin is skinning. What are you using right now?
I am very interested in the K-beauty nowadays.
Cute. All right. I think that accomplishes it. We got 3 missions.
Oh, I like this one.
Very good. So let's go ahead and get that first magic hand. Thank you, Magic Hands.
Oh, let's get all the stamps for today.
Right? We're only 5 minutes in and we already got one. Okay, so let's get back to you guys. I'll be answering some questions shortly, but one quick thing I actually just noticed. I forgot to mention it earlier. This particular building here is refurbished and kind of redone from a girls' high school originally. So it wasn't always a museum, and it's not necessarily a new building, but it's definitely been refurbished and kind of redone, which I think is pretty cool. All right, let's go ahead and head in.
They did a really pretty good job with that.
Yeah, they definitely
so
did really good. What school are you going to now?
Now I'm just taking Korean course in SMU.
Oh wow! Okay,
Yeah.
Seoul National University.
Yeah.
Smart girl. Very good. So what have you kind of explored as far as art exhibitions here? Because I know that you're studying art, so I imagine you've been to some.
Yeah, I even been to the last Webtoon festival in Busan.
You went to the
It was
Webtoon?
amazing, yeah.
Nice.
That's actually what got me into Korea, Webtoons.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
You learn something new every day.
Yeah?
Yeah. Let's
love
see.
it.
Okay, we got a lot of people in the comment section, so let's see what you guys have to say. What do you enjoy the most about Korea?
I enjoy the weather.
The weather's quite
Safety?
lovely.
Yeah,
Safety is a big one. It's very safe here. It's very
and
nice.
I enjoy the colorful seasons. Super colorful.
You do get to experience the most of everything, I think, in Korea season-wise.
Yeah.
Not to mention, you get to experience lots of art exhibitions like we're going to be visiting today. So this is the exhibition hall number 3. We're going to start here, but you guys can follow me inside. We're actually going to be visiting a couple different places today. My guest, you can go ahead. So we're going to be visiting a couple different places today, but this first exhibition is actually a little bit different. This particular one that we're going to be going to first is the flower embroidery exhibition. So you guys can follow me upstairs. We're going to head up and check that out. It's a little bit dark inside, so you guys might have a hard time seeing us, but I hope you guys can see and appreciate the art. Have you been to any other sort of types of arts? I know you've done media exhibitions and stuff, but what about like paintings, sculptures?
Yeah, also painting. I really like the art cafes in Korea.
I forgot about that.
Else, yeah.
Yeah,
you can even use all the kind of painting colors you want. It's very unique experience. This is also a must try for anyone interested in arts.
Definitely. So what she's talking about, guys, is there's actually painting cafes. So there's cafes where you can go and you'll order a coffee, but actually while you're sitting in there, you can paint something yourself, which I think is pretty cool. I've actually done this a couple times. I did it once in Hongdae.
Yeah.
With like acrylic paint. Yeah, it was. I think we probably went to the same one, like upstairs. It's really pretty.
There's a pretty one in Jamsil too. So nice.
Yeah, that's the watercolor one, right?
Oh yeah.
We lived the same life, I'm pretty sure.
I love people who like arts.
Me too. So here we are, we're in the first exhibition hall. So if you guys take a look right over here on this wall, it says Jasu Gochipita. So that is essentially the embroidery in blue. This is going to be the main point of this first exhibition here. So the benefit of this particular exhibition hall is everything is not only in Korean, but there's also description and commentary in English. So if you guys are visiting here, it'll be a little bit easier for you guys to read up on the history.
Interesting.
Very good. Have you ever visited any Hanoks or any traditional style?
Oh yeah, I
homes
love
in Korea?
this. Yeah. I love also when they mix the Hanok with a modern style kind of thing.
Oh yeah,
Some
yeah.
people
When it's
do
kind
that
of blended.
Yes, so nice.
Yeah, that's
But
what I
this is
quite
a
like
very
about this
unique
one.
one.
Whoa, what is this? Oh, this is cool. This is a journey through the centuries. So this is all the way from the 6th century, 7th to 10th.
Wow.
Very cool. So it's kind of cool to see how everything evolved. All right, so you guys, there are some tours going on. So we're not going to spend too much time in here because we don't want to interrupt other people's experience. But very cool so far from what I'm seeing. If you guys do come to Korea and you visit Hanoks and stuff, this is the type of embroidery and fabric that you'll see quite often. These are some good examples up here. And they've actually got a lot of interactive sections as well, which I feel like with media exhibitions is really common.
Yeah.
All right, you
I
want to
think
play
this
around?
one, yeah, you can like touch it. Maybe. Oh, there's English also.
Oh, nice.
Which one do you want to choose? Like.
I'm a flower girly. We'll go with the flowers.
Wow, look at this.
Oh, you can zoom. You can zoom
like,
all the way in. Wait, hold on. How close
so
can we get?
cool. Can you zoom in more?
Oh my god. You can see the threads. I don't know if the camera's picking that up, but you can see
so
like
nice.
the individual thread lines.
Yeah.
Wow.
That is so pretty.
That's really cool. I feel like this is better than I can see
Here's
it
your
with my own
flowers.
eyes. Look how pretty. I think that's about as far as you can, but it's quite good though.
That's quite so good.
Yeah, I guess if you're appreciating embroidery and different types of like textile art, this would be really interesting because like you can see the difference
details.
of that's
So
cool.
beautiful.
This is the folding screen of embroidered 사계 봉경도. So this is kind of what you guys would see, I think, traditionally, like to separate rooms and things like that, or for privacy purposes. So that's what this is right here. These are just 4 different examples of the typical illustration styles. Okay, so this is just the first room. We're gonna head over this way. Again, don't want to interrupt other people too much.
Yeah, very good.
What other popular destinations in Seoul do you know of? Not just for arts, but maybe your favorite cafes, your favorite restaurants.
That's very hard because you know there's a lot of nice places, but I would say Yeonnam-dong next to Hongdae.
That's a good
actually
idea.
pretty underrated. It's really nice, near to Hongdae, so easy to like get to.
Like Mapo?
Yeah.
Ah, okay, yeah. Mapogu is so nice.
good, and the best cafes, prettiest cafes are there. I really love
can definitely agree with you there. There's one called Anthracite.
Oh yeah,
You've
yeah,
been down,
this
like
one.
the big stone one. It's quite lovely. But there's a lot of little interesting ones. I like Mangwon, like Mangwon, Mapo, Yeonnam-dong.
Yeah.
Yeonnam-dong is a little bit more north, which is also quite cool. But they do a lot of filming and stuff up there because it's just outside of where the universities are.
Yeah.
So it's still like hip. Like it's very. I sound so old.
Yeah.
It's still very cool, but it's very slow. It's a little bit slower and more quiet, which I think is nice as well.
Have you been to like these Hanok kind of cafes?
Oh, so many times. My favorite one's actually right in the middle of Hongdae.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Which one?
It's okay. I don't know what it's called because the name is written in Korean.
Yeah.
But like Hanja Korean, like old Korean. But it's if you go down like that main street where it's split into 2 and it's red.
Yeah.
You know where they do like the street interviews and stuff.
Yeah.
It's off to the right, near like the Nike store.
Oh
Kind
yeah,
of. It's
I
like
know where
behind.
that
It's like
is.
in there. It's so nice though.
Hey, I should go there.
I can
never
see you
know
like
there's
mapping
one
it out in your
Hongdae.
mind.
Wow.
But it's really pretty. I'll give you the address later because I'll have to find it on the map. But
Oh my god.
yeah, there's a lot of those little Hanok ones and they're so charming. And there's something so special about that, kind of getting to walk around in what feels like a traditional type cafe. My least favorite type of cafes are the ones that it's just all white.
Yeah.
And there's
I
no
don't like
character,
these
there's
too.
no color, there's no softness. But I like the traditional ones because it's very like toned down, but it's not like cold at all. It's actually quite charming.
True. Yeah, I love it too.
All right.
I think the best ones are in Jeonju too.
Jeonju?
Yeah.
I've never been to
The
Jeonju.
city. Oh my god, really?
No.
If you like the Hanok based on cafes, you're gonna love Jeonju.
Okay.
So nice.
There you go, guys.
Let's go
Look, see,
to the-
been here 5 years and I'm still learning new stuff too.
Oh.
All right, so lead us upstairs. Let's see if I can answer some more questions here.
Yeah.
The digital exhibitions are crazy good, especially the history ones. I came out crying from one on my last visit. Wow, that's amazing. Let's see. What I like about Korean museums, they are all interactive. Yeah, I definitely approve of that as well. I like that you can kind of immerse yourself into it more. But I think it caters to a large audience.
Yeah, that's
because
true.
not everyone likes to just walk through.
Yeah.
Some people want to touch or explore.
Oh yeah.
And plus the language options are really nice as well.
Wow, look at this.
Wow.
So nice.
So this one is 포자기. This is embracing daily life. So 포자기 일상을 감싸다. So this is going to be for wrapping cloth essentially, or different types of like patterns and stuff. So this is how you would fold something up, or compared to a pre-shaped bag, it can be used for standardized and uniquely shaped items. So you'll actually see if you guys buy like traditional snacks and stuff, they'll kind of wrap up the. Have you seen it? Where they'll like wrap it up into like a little.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I don't know how to
I
explain
really
it.
like it when they do
It looks
that.
like a little pear. Like it looks like a little,
Yeah.
like a little tomato almost. It's very cute. But it's just a very like standard type of wrapping. But they'll use these long threads here to kind
Also,
of tie it
it's
together.
eco-friendly.
Yes,
Right.
eco-friendly.
So nice. Yeah.
Exactly.
Very nice. I
Yeah.
love this.
I quite like it as well. But I like that they enter kind of twined different types of cloth for this particular exhibition.
Yeah.
It's not just like the traditional type of like writing cloth and stuff like that. They're kind of interpreting how important it was all across all different parts of the culture.
Yeah.
All right, let's see what else the chat has to say. Oh, my dad's in the chat. Hi, Dad.
Oh.
What is the best thing about being a graphic designer?
Oh, you get to. It's a very pretty fun job because you get to learn every time you're doing an art, a new piece of art. You get to learn about a new project. For example, if you're working for like Webtoon, You get to learn all about webtoons. If you're working for a logo design, for a cafe, for a Hanok cafe, you get to learn all about Hanoks.
I see what you're saying.
You get really a lot of knowledge about different kind of arts.
Yeah, it's almost like you have to study what you're going to create each time.
Every time.
That's cool. That's a good way to put
it. Every time, if you have an ADHD like me, this is the best job for you.
Because you learn, you're never bored.
You're never bored. Yeah.
That's actually why I like doing the live shows because like although the format is very similar, my experience with the guest and kind of the pre-show run through and the actual place we get to explore is different every single time.
Yeah.
So I've never been bored or like not wanted to come to the show.
Yeah.
So I like that about kind of live format because it also feels very unique and like novel each time, which I think is cool. But as far as art goes with painting, I feel like I learn something new every single time. I showed you my art Instagram.
Yeah, so beautiful, so colorful. I was impressed.
I like color a lot, right?
Yeah.
So the one that I showed you with like the faces, I had never painted flowers before.
Yeah.
So I realized when I was going to paint them that I didn't know how to like technically do it right. So I just kind of figured out what worked for me. So I also still kind of learn, especially with blending. If you mix different types of art, like mediums, like oil versus acrylic and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But very unique. So I think artists always kind of have that journey.
Yeah.
All right, guys. So we're gonna enter the second exhibition.
Oh,
this is the second one. It is the special exhibition. This is gonna be crafting house. So this particular exhibition is gonna be here until March of next year. So you guys will get to come check that out if you guys are still here. March will be my birth month, so maybe we'll come back and see it.
Happy early birthday.
We're like 6 months
really early.
5 months ahead, but yes, thank you. So you guys will get to see this one. So we talked a lot about Hanoks already, but this is actually where we're going to get more into actual Hanok building style, textiles outside of cloth. So this will be quite cool.
This is amazing. You guys should look around here.
Yeah, guys, pan over here, check it out.
So pretty.
This is really cool.
Wow.
Let's see. I would love to learn digital art design. The museum art, I love it. I used to design logos. I guess the fun part is the amount of freedom or experimentation. That's what the commenters are saying.
Exactly.
I was looking forward to their Halloween costumes. I know, happy Halloween, you guys. We didn't actually get to say that beforehand.
Oh yeah, happy Halloween.
But I don't think the Koreanet this week has put like a huge influence on Halloween. So we just decided we'll follow suit. But if you guys want some cool Halloween content, you guys can make sure to follow me on Instagram. I'll be going to a opening tonight for a friend of mine, and might dress up, might not.
Oh, I'm also going to an opening
You
tonight.
are?
Yeah, Halloween.
I might see you later. We'll talk. We'll figure this out. But yes, we might do some stuff later. But for today, we're going to focus mostly on the museum, the exhibitions, and this beautiful part of Seoul that you guys can come check out. So let's see what else they say. Is the game design part of graphic design, or is that a whole other thing?
Sorry, one more time. The game?
They said, is game design part of graphic design, or is it another thing?
Of course, but there's more professional people who are specifically doing game designs. Yeah, but of course, as a graphic designer, you can do both.
Yeah. So one more question for you. What is your favorite craft product that you've ever created? Your favorite craft or product that you've ever created?
Craft products. I think I love to work with clay, and to mention there's poetry clay also cafes in Korea.
The pottery ones.
Have fun.
That's true.
So can you mention for us like the elements of the Hanok?
There's some elements. There's way more down here, and we'll get into that as well. But like I said, behind us here, this type of building structure, so you can see how it gets wider at the top. This is something that's very significant of a lot of East Asian architectural styles, which I think is quite unique. But they've also got the beams right over here, if you guys take a look. This is like the basics of kind of what begins, and you'll see a lot of this type of stuff in the Hanok cafes. It's the raw wood, right? So it's not shaved or straightened in any way. And even above me here, you can actually see panels that have been worn down and used a little bit, where they're a bit soft now. So this would have been for some type of flooring or possibly the infrastructure of walls as well. This one right here, this is actually something, because we did a quick run through just to kind of get the format of the location that we're in. But this one was really cool. We had a lovely lady who helped us walk around and kind of explain certain aspects. This one, these are the original stones on the bottom. So these are the original ones. And these are going to be heavy. It's raw rock. They would use these as foundations for building. This on the top, these sort of shiny golden ones, these are exact 3D printed models of the ones that they're sitting on. So I could easily pick up this top one with one hand, no problem, which I think is pretty cool. But every single spot,
like there's for every single
right here,
element, there is like things you can scan and you can get to know a lot of information about it, right?
Yeah, let's see. Let's try to
see
scan
that.
it. Let's see if it works. Okay, cool. So you get a little bit more info about it. There's the Korean translation, but they also have the English translation. So the floor of a Hanok, or the maru, is made of plain wooden boards without decorations. So this would have been the flooring.
Yeah.
And it has traditionally been the central space of life and a place of communications for Koreans who have long lived in harmony with nature. There you go. So cute little blurbs, which I think is pretty cool.
Yeah.
And then you guys can kind of go around and explore. I imagine that you could spend so much time here.
Yeah, right. I love this. This looks like kind of Jeju, you know?
This does
Jeju
remind me of
vibe.
Jeju, like the those, what are they called? The statues.
The statues
You know what I'm
of
talking
Jeju.
about?
Yeah, I know. It's so famous.
It's so famous, and it looks very similar.
Yeah.
So let's see. Oh my gosh, I just realized we forgot to get another stamp. So we've actually already done this one, but this was the embroidery exhibition that we just walked through. So we'll go ahead and get that other stamp.
Oh yes, that's the second
And
step already.
we are almost done. So this is one more mission that we have for you guys. Then we'll sit down and we'll do a little bit of Q&A as always. But we've got quite a ways to go, so we're going to keep walking through the museum. And if you guys have any specific questions or things that you'd like to talk about or discuss in the comment section, make sure that you guys are leaving some comments and participating, because that's how you will win, possibly. So make sure that you guys are paying attention there.
Tell us, what do you think of the Hanok? Which elements do you like the most? What kind of things are you curious about?
Yeah, let us know, because we both, I think, have visited quite enough. Have you ever been to like the temples and stuff outside of Seoul?
Oh yeah, definitely. I even went like for a 2-day stay.
You did the Hanok stay? I really want to try that.
Really, really good. That's also a must.
Let's see.
It's really nice.
Wow, it's so cool that you can scan and quickly get the detailed info. The statues are so impressive. Oh, this is a good question for you.
Yeah.
Are art exhibitions in Egypt any different than the ones in Korea in terms of the vibe and the feeling?
It is quite different, actually. We do share the same concept, art, of course, and there is a lot of like different style of arts too. But what I like here is that you can see the Korean culture in art, and in Egypt you will see the Egyptian culture in art. But of course, as art, they are both amazing, and that's why I love to explore arts everywhere. Yeah.
One thing I think that I've noticed, and kind of from my perspective, but on the same note, in the States, I don't think I've ever been to as many art exhibitions as I have in Korea. There's a lot of museum type stuff, like science museums and stuff, but there's never been, or at least not that I've been to, there's been exhibitions that are quite this common. Like you can pretty much go to any neighborhood in Seoul and find an art exhibition of some kind.
Yeah,
We've
that's
just
something to mention.
just within this past month, we've come to Jongno-gu only.
Yeah.
So you guys have seen that we've visited 1 or 2 exhibitions per episode, which means that this would be exhibition like 8 or 9, right? So it's a lot. And I think it's really cool, the importance that they put on art. But also getting like off the TV screen, getting away from work, and just kind of exploring something a little bit deeper, which I think is really cool.
Exactly. I really like how they have a lot of art exhibitions. In Egypt we have, but not that much. I wish we have more too. That would have been really cool.
Yeah, but I really like that about Korea as well.
Yeah.
I think if my family comes to visit again, I'll definitely be wanting to come see this a little bit more. So one more question. Egypt has a very rich and old history. Are you guys curious about, or I'm curious about their exhibition style?
Oh, you should definitely check it. It's amazing.
Are you telling me that we have to visit?
Oh yeah, definitely. I highly recommend it. It's really different vibes.
I can imagine.
Yeah.
This might be a cheesy question, but have you been to the pyramids?
Of course.
I know, but it fascinates me so.
It's like 20 minutes by walk from the pyramids, and every time I go, I'm always impressed how huge it is.
Wow.
It's really impressive.
I would love to visit someday. Seriously, that's like on my bucket list.
I'll guide you.
I would love that, actually. That'd be great.
Yeah.
So I want to detail.
Can you tell me about the candles?
I want to detail a little bit more about this one behind me. So this is a very specific part of the exhibition. So we're talking about different elements of the home, right? Let me know in the comment section if you guys can guess what this is before I tell you. But these are going to be different styles of one very common household item, something that you guys all will need. And you can see that there's a very interesting version of some of them here.
Yeah, this is so...
Yeah, there's a little bit more of a traditional style. There's some European influence here.
Wow.
There's more of like the Korean ones and kind of some based off nature.
One.
That's your favorite?
Unique.
I think I like... I think I like one on the other side, the other side as well. But I like
imagine how we grab it. You know,
yeah, right?
To open.
So for those of you guys, if you haven't guessed already, these are doorknobs. Yeah. These are door handles or, you know, kitchen handles, how you would open things. So there's some that are a little bit more modern, sort of chic like these. Then there's some that are very abstract like this. You've got the more traditional elements like wood, you've got stone, and they played around with shapes a lot as well. But like I said, there's some that even have European influence. Yeah. If you guys will follow me.
Let's check the other side.
Yeah, there's some on the other side over here. Yeah, here's actually the name. It says doorknob handshaking of a house. Oh, that's a cute way to put it.
The side is also pretty lovely.
So doorknob is munggori. Wow. Munggori. So if you guys wanted to know what that was in Korean, you can come on this side. Oh, this one doesn't look fun.
I love it. Oh yeah.
That does not look very fun.
That's not very welcoming, you know.
Yeah, I wouldn't grab that one, I guess.
What about this one? What do you think?
I feel like it'd be too slick. I think it'd be really slippery. Like if it's raining and you're in a hurry, I feel like you'd be in trouble. Oh yeah. I love this dark wood here. The European one's quite nice, but I think these are my favorite. Kind of these.
This one is super pretty.
These little stone ones I think would be quite satisfying.
I can imagine this on a wide door, or like a off-white door.
Yeah, that would be quite nice.
So pretty. I think I changed my mind. This one is my favorite.
I seem like we have a similar vibe because I like these. I like this black one a lot.
So oh, this one is also really pretty.
So, like I said, this exhibition is more than just kind of the traditional elements, but it's also that blend of modern culture as well. Yeah. So I'm going to take you guys around a little bit more. We've got a couple of other things to see, and then we're going to head to the cafe for some Q&A and possibly some coffee. I really want a coffee. Yes.
And you can comment which one did you like.
Yeah, comment your favorite over there, you guys. Yeah. Let's see. Koreanet said hair. Yeah, that one was hairy. I don't know how I feel about that. Yeah. So now we are getting into the last part of this particular exhibition. So again, this is the craft of architect, the architecture of craftsmen. Which is a very fancy way of kind of explaining some of the more simple aspects of the home. My favorite part is actually this one right here. So this is actually wallpaper. These particular wallpapers are the originals pulled from different palaces in Korea. So these are the original versions of that. So if you can imagine that when these were in their peak or in their prime, how colorful and how vibrant. And if you guys get really close here, you can actually see a lot of the detail in some of the design right here. And it is covered with glass, so I'm not touching it, but you can see that there's even the threads here. The fact that they were able to preserve it so well, I think is actually quite impressive. Yeah, because really they're hundreds of years old, so I think that's pretty cool. So we're gonna take you guys around a little bit more over here. There's some tile murals from the 1960s. We've got some glass art and stuff from the 70s. So it does kind of range on this side as far as where the architectural, moments are.
Yeah, wow, look at this. You can see all the kind of architecture.
Oh, this is cool. Yeah. So they're saying here, like there's a place called Freedom Center, which obviously is more new. This was built in the 60s, but they use those traditional elements right here. So they kind of kept that sort of natural or original charm, I would say. Okay, so we're gonna go right over here. This is the last part. This is also kind of about the wallpaper, but I thought this was really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, do you want to explain this part right here?
Oh, wow. Filled exam paper.
Yeah, so the base or the foundation that they would use for laying down the wallpaper, because they didn't want to put it directly on the wood, they would use things like newspaper clippings. So for example, if we look in here, I think you guys can see it. Get that.
You're going to have like a look for real old newspaper.
Okay, there you go. So these are the older newspapers. These would have been the base for wallpaper. Or they would use stuff like this. Yeah. This is a failed exam paper from the Jongno-gu Palace. This liner paper, which was found on the ceiling of the ondol, the underfloor heating, in the Sobokin house. The Jongno-gu Palace was made from the exam papers of candidates who failed the civil service exam. Ouch. That's like quite a way to commemorate your failure. Yeah. The liner paper is thought to have been applied to the ceiling before the decorative tile cover. So lots of cool little facts here, and I really like that they do have the advantage of different languages, and especially the QR code and stuff like that. Okay. So as we walk through here, you'll see there's a couple digital elements. Some of these digital elements are videos of the designers and the architects that designed this whole exhibition. So if you guys have the time, make sure that you stop and listen to those. All right, let's see.
It's pretty nice.
Yeah, if you could describe Korea in one word, what would it be? This is a great question.
Oh. Experience.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's a unique one. I haven't heard that.
One word is so hard. I can explain it way more, but yeah, if it's a one word, experience.
Oh
Every day is a new experience in
I don't
Korea.
think I could put it into one word. I really don't
super
think
hard,
I could.
right? Yeah.
I would say surprising, actually.
Surprising.
Yeah, I think even now, 5 years later, 4.5, 5 years later, I still get surprised by certain things, like different charms from different villages or neighborhoods or cities, all the different types of stuff that you can explore. Sometimes I forget how much history and stuff is in places like Seoul because they're so modern and they're so fast. But then if you go outside to places like the bamboo forest, or if you go to Yeosu and see these giant gardens, or Nami Island or Garden of Morning Call, like there's just so much to do, and I think it's left me quite surprised. So yeah,
and
so
you should
surprising.
definitely go to Shinjuku.
Okay,
You're
okay.
gonna love it.
I'll need you to drop the Addy later. We'll talk about it. Let's see. It's a reminder to study harder. Yes. What do you love the most about Korea?
What I love the most about Korea, traditional culture. I would definitely say this. And behind you, there is a very beautiful windows, by the way.
So beautiful. This reminds me of like stained glass windows, actually. I want to figure out what this is, though. Okay, so it looks like two different panes. On the back there, I think it's sort of a stained glass type of art. I'm not sure what the medium would be there. Anyway, this front panel here is some sort of frosted glass. I think there's a little bit more info here, so let's go ahead and take a look.
Oh, the light.
The
light.
light. Glass Ochu. Glass Ochu. This is by Lee Hyo-hong. Oh, wow, this is really pretty. So you guys can actually take a look here. So this is what it would look like theoretically over or in a house. So if we scroll down to the English one, my works are a product of a will to break away from stereotypes and to attempt something new. I wanted to present a completely new style of stained glass that departs from existing styles and applies them in a modern way, offering a unique beauty that can only be expressed through glass, focusing on the diverse colors produced by the light. Very cool. So it actually is stained glass, but it's not what we're used to seeing, which you would typically find in like cathedrals and stuff.
Yeah, that's
we're actually seeing just kind of a very raw, example of that, where he just kind of streaked it. But very cool. I like the stained glass.
Yeah, and every window has like a different theme.
Yeah,
different
right?
colors.
I think I quite like that one. The pink was also pretty.
I like that one.
This one I feel like would be in a summer home.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like beachy vibes. And this one maybe in like a
Some
mountain
cool tone.
home. Yeah. But very cool. Love that.
Yeah. So how about you, Sharon? What is your favorite thing about Korea?
Oh man. I mean, I think what my favorite things are now versus what my things would have been. We're gonna go this way, you guys. We're gonna go this way, you guys. I think one of my favorite things when I first came here was like obviously the food and obviously the scenery and stuff like that. But it would be like remiss for me to say that it's not my friends and the kind of family that I've built here now. Because I've been here for so long that I just feel so comfortable here. And you guys know I talk about Vaughn all the time. Vaughn's my best friend. But like that little community that I've built here is just so important to me now. It's just so strong. And then kind of my own personal growth has been my favorite part about it. And I think a lot of the ways that I've grown as a person was influenced by Korea being Korea. You know what I'm saying? I feel like I've learned a lot about the world just being here, which I thought was pretty cool. So not to get into like a emotional topic, but it's been an amazing journey so far. Okay, so let's see. My dad said my failures could wallpaper a palace. Dad, that is not true. My dad is the coolest person. He's like a drummer and he can draw really well.
Wow.
He's awesome. Don't let him lie to you guys.
Have you been to Korea?
He's not been to Korea. I wish, but we're working on it.
I think you will love it.
It says the logic was strong to use stained glass. The stained glass was so beautiful. Yes, definitely.
How about this one? Look at this. So
That
pretty.
is so cool. Is this stained glass as well? I want to touch it. I don't think I can touch it, but I want to. It looks it looks chewy. Like I want to. You know when you see like an anime food and you just want to bite it?
Yeah.
This I just want to bite it. I don't know why. It looks like
unreal.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
It looks like jelly almost. You can even see it right here, the air bubbles on the inside from where they formed it. Very cool. Like that.
So pretty.
All right, there's a cat. Where? I think my team is losing its mind. Where is this cat? I don't see.
Over there in the grass.
Over there in the grass?
There's a cat house and 2 cats.
Oh, okay. There's at the end of the building, apparently there's a cat house.
Oh,
and
this
there's
is
2
so
cats.
cute. Oh yeah.
I'm really
here.
trying. Why can everyone see it?
Like there, right there.
In between, in the alleyway.
Yeah. Oh,
Do you
that's so
see it?
sweet.
It's where's the camera? It's right there. Right there. Hi. Yeah, I thought everyone was
So
crazy.
cute.
Okay, you guys get to say hi to the guests. Very cute. So you can find that at the museum here. Let's see. I love how Korean museums perfectly blend modern design and historical context. I can definitely agree with you there. Mena, how do you manage to get lots of inspiration for your graphic design?
I do a lot of searches. You know, I follow this rule of 80% study or 80% search and 20% work.
Ah, okay.
And this is how you can do a pretty good job.
And keep it
Yeah.
really close to the theme, right? And keep it close to like following
Do
what
many
it's supposed to
different
be about.
themes and then stick to the one you like the most. And then
There you go.
열심히 해. You have to like do your best in this one. Don't get distracted with many
this one, sorry.
concepts.
Yeah. So I think the 80-20% rule is really good, especially if you're trying to keep it to like a historical context or to a cultural context.
Yeah.
So if you're designing for like anime and stuff, it's not just what you imagine, it's also,
Exactly.
you know, on brand, which I think
Yeah.
is important too. I've always been kind of curious about like graphic design. So I actually, my partner's best friend is a anime designer.
Oh, yeah.
So he designs scenes for anime, things like
That's really cool.
Yeah. He's done things for Avatar. He's done things for.
wow.
I think we go one more. Yeah. He's done things for what's it called? Demon Slayer, I think, as well. But I got to
He's
see
a professional.
Yeah, but I got to see a quick clip of kind of how much work goes into like 5 seconds of like animation designs. I was
This is
just like,
actually
what?
so close to my major. Cinematography, we do the scenes part for like movies or enemies. Or
Okay.
even theater. You can even do theater design.
Very
Yeah.
cool, very cool. Try not to run into people today. I feel like that's my biggest struggle with the live show is like spatial awareness. But anyway, let's see. Cat on the Roof Relaxation. The attention to detail in the exhibitions is stunning. Research, yes, girl. And I imagine they're making this sound. Is there a Korean phrase or word you would love to use daily or something that you use often?
진짜?
진짜? I think I heard somebody else say that the other day. They were like, if you know 진짜, like 감사합니다, 안녕하세요. As long as you know like the basics, you're good. But 진짜 means really, or like oh really, like anything like that. But I think just knowing like
Very expressive word, you know? Like,
I think just knowing ne as well.
진짜? You can say it a lot.
You can get away with a lot with just using the word ne.
And also to add part for the inspiration thing, going to places like this will give you a lot of inspirations later, right?
Fair enough.
If you go to many exhibitions, if you always explore, when you have a project, even if it's a very new one, you still like viewed a lot of things, so you have like a background.
Yeah, well, you're like your breadth of knowledge and kind of visual cues is now wider as well.
True. So how about this place?
Yeah, I was just about to say, this place that we're in is a little bit more unique. So it's still textile focused. This particular part right here is something that I wanted to show you guys. This is a pair of pants.
Different vibes, right?
Yeah, this is a pair of pants that's now a chair. So I think it's just using different types of textiles in very unique ways. But this is actually the entrance. So that first little spot where we took photos right outside is right here. So this is on the ground floor. This is kind of right when you walk in, kind of what you'll get to see here. But definitely unique. I've never pictured pants as a chair before, but love it nonetheless.
This place for like the young artists. That's why it has like a very different vibe from the one we explored earlier.
Okay, nice. So this is where the younger artists are, which is why the pants have 1,000 zippers, I think.
Gotta be careful with the pants.
All right, you guys. So we are going to head into the cafe, but there's going to be a couple people in there as well. So we're going to be mindful of other people. But bear with us while we get situated. We'll order some coffee as usual, and then we'll sit down and we'll focus a little bit more on the Q&A with you guys. In Egypt, are there any museums that you have visited?
Yes, of course. There's many museums, and lately we have opened a new big museum.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, for all the pharaohs and the ancient Egyptian culture and statues, and it's really impressive. It's a new built one, but if you like the traditional also style of museum, we still keep the old museum, and it's also amazing. It's one of my favorites. And
I would love to go to Egypt. That sounds so cool.
Yeah, it's amazing. We have a mummy section. You can even see the mummies there.
Have you seen one?
Of course, it's amazing.
Oh my goodness.
Amazing. You can even see a baby mummy.
A baby?
Yeah.
Why a baby?
Because, you know, it died early and they really want to keep it.
Oh, okay, so it's a good thing.
Yeah. And it's really, really well done. So you can see like the hair still there. Like it's a 7,000 history. but you can still see the mummy in its like very good state.
Wow,
It's
that is
always
incredible.
impressive. Yeah.
It's very interesting, kind of the cultural influences that go into what is preserved and kind of what's considered important. Because I don't know any other cultures that really preserve mummies and people as artifacts as much as Egypt.
Yeah.
But very cool nonetheless. So quickly, you guys, we are here in this big, beautiful building. You can see there's art even in here.
Yeah.
This is actually
Wow.
also on the ground floor, linked to the cafe, next to Exhibition 3. So that Exhibition 3 where we walked in is right there. This is the cafe. It's also kind of the gift shop area.
That's what I like
yeah.
the most about Korea. You will have a cafe in
Everywhere.
So even
Everywhere.
exhibition, you will find a very pretty cafe based on the exhibition scene.
They will never miss out on coffee, ever.
Here's our seat.
Okay, so we're gonna take a seat, but first let's order some coffee.
Oh, yeah, sure.
Do you want tea, Americano? What's your vibe now?
I think I'll go with latte.
Latte. Okay,
Yeah.
very good. I haven't even had a chance to really look yet. I might do something a little bit sweet. It's a little bit chilly outside as well. I think I might do rice punch. What is that?
Which one?
Rice punch. Oh, 시계. Okay. So I think I'm gonna do 오미자차 하나 주세요.
I'll go
그리고
with cream latte.
따뜻한 거 주세요. 그리고 카페 라떼 하나 주세요. 네, ice or hot?
Ice.
네, 감사합니다. Alright. So I got omijacha, which is kind of like a fruity Korean tea, but I'm in the mood for like a hot tea. That sounds good. Alright, 네, 감사합니다. Alright, so let's just take a seat. We're gonna have a seat right here. Alright, you guys will get a nice little greenery view.
Nice spot. Okay.
Have our portable table. Alright, so while we wait for some lovely drinks, we've actually still got 19 minutes left. So we've got a lot of time for some Q&A. So
but already time like went super fast.
I know, I told you, it's gonna go by really fast. So let's talk a little bit about kind of, you're getting a lot of questions about Egypt, so I hope it's okay. In Egypt, we said this one. What's been the most exciting adventure that you had since moving to Korea?
I would say hiking. Hiking is pretty fun in Korea. I never did hiking in Egypt, and also mountains are more colorful in Korea.
Yeah, that's very true.
But I got lost on the mountain, on top
think
of the
I've done that
mountain, and that was so,
Scary.
Fun. Yeah. And Ajamas helped me to get
Follow the
to
old
the
people
top.
if you're lost in the mountains.
But it was so fun. I never had so much fun being lost. I would always freak out, but it was like amazing. The view and everything. I was like not worried. Like I'm being lost. I don't know how to go.
I feel like that's one thing too. Is I've been lost in Korea a couple times because especially when I first moved here, I come from an area where there's a lot of space. It's like a lot of fields. There's like tobacco fields near my high school. Like it's just very open and very flat. And when you get to Korea, everything's built up, right?
Yeah.
So like
true.
trying to find a dentist office, but it's on like the 5th floor of a building that's down an alley, and like it's just it's a little bit hard.
Yeah.
So when I first moved here, it was really difficult to navigate, and even if I got lost, I was never afraid.
Exactly.
I was never like worried because it was
Yeah.
like, oh, I'll figure it out, or someone will point me to the nearest station, and like it's just not a problem.
But it's really quite interesting how you still remember like this kind of like based on buildings, because like after staying for 2 years, it's like I'm getting used to this to the point when I go to Egypt, I'm like, whoa, it's only like 1 floor, 2 floor.
Yeah,
like,
right? I forget about the heights. I'm like, this is so easy.
Yeah.
All right, so very good. So now we've got our drinks.
we have
so we've
our
got a
drinks.
lovely little latte, and I'll show you guys the omijacha. Okay, so it's bright red. Yes.
Wow.
So it's kind of like
very healthy.
a punch fruity situation, but it's a hot tea essentially. Okay, so let's see what else we got. What's the most beautiful season in Korea in your opinion?
For me, it's autumn, definitely autumn.
I think autumn's hard to beat in Korea.
Very colorful, so pretty. My favorite season used to be winter when I was in Egypt, because it's never that cold as in
Never
Korea.
see snow and
Yeah, and it was like, it's cold, but so chill and so beautiful. So I always thought it's my favorite, but then I came to Korea and I saw how beautiful autumn is, and now it's my favorite. How about you?
Autumn, for sure.
Yeah,
I've
right?
said this 1,000 times, but as we progress in the next couple of weeks, the leaves are only going to get more beautiful. But they're just starting to turn like really, really well and become very beautiful.
Yeah.
My dad said when I was in the Louvre in Paris, I went directly to the Egyptian area with the mummies.
Oh my God, your dad went to Egypt.
Yeah, not to Egypt, to Paris, but he went to the
Paris.
Egyptian area because he thinks it's really cool.
Wow.
So got some
I love
respect there from
that.
Dad.
Thank you.
What's the most exciting aspect of being a designer?
The most exciting.
Yeah.
As I told you, if you're like working on a very, very new project, like for example, you're designing something you've never heard about before, you will have to do a lot of researches, and then it might be actually your new hobby or your new interest. Like, wow, does this even exist? Wow, I can mix like this art with this art and have something like, you know, modern, traditional, this kind of things. That's why I think it's a perfect job for people who like new vibes. There's people who like routine, right? Yeah, I even like have some friends who work graphic design but kind of routine way.
Yeah.
But there's people who always like new things. This is how they get excited, and this is how they get the potential to continue work. So it's a perfect job for that.
All right, very cool. So we've got a couple more questions as well.
Yeah.
This is a really good one because I am myself planning a trip back home into New York and kind of thinking about how I want to structure my time. Nathan said, for visiting tourists, how much time do we need to see all the main attractions in Korea?
Oh my God, you need a lot of time, right? There's a lot of many beautiful areas to explore. So, I mean, if only Seoul, you can have enough time if you're planning like the couple of weeks. But if you want to visit Busan, Gangneung, and many other cities, you'll definitely need some more time.
I would say if you're coming just to Seoul, I would say you need at least 10 days.
Yeah.
At least 10 days to just see the big stuff, but to kind of really experience Korea and take things a little bit slower and not be as rushed, I would say about 2 weeks, so about 14 days. But if you're trying to explore all of Korea, like a month easily, because there's too much to see. That would be like trying to explore all of Europe. You can't do it in like 2 days, you know. So I would highly recommend if you're planning on staying within like the Seoul Incheon area, 10 to 14 days. If you're planning on going outside of Seoul, I would say around 3 weeks, possibly 4 weeks. Especially if you're in peak seasons like summer, where you're going to be going to Busan, Jeju, that kind of thing. Because you can fly down to Busan or fly to Jeju, and that does take time and stuff. And some of the big things I would recommend would be don't skip out on any of the neighborhoods, because every neighborhood has such a different vibe. Yes, go to Gangnam. Yes, go to Itaewon and Hongdae, but go to Seongsu. Come to Insadong. Go to like the Hannam, the Yeonnam areas. Like go to some of the smaller places because I think it'll enhance your experience.
Yeah. Maybe ask some Koreans for some like underrated places they only know and foreigners don't know much, because you will have like this kind of local experience and you will love it.
Yeah.
Definitely.
I agree. Let's see. What's your favorite way to spend a fun day in Korea?
Well, definitely I would wake up really early in the morning, start my day with a coffee.
Yeah.
And then I would meet friends and we can explore many things. What I love about Korea is that you don't have to like go to a restaurant or a cafe and that's a going out. You can go to like
you can just keep
exhibitions.
hopping. Yeah,
you can keep walking in the streets. There's even a lot of pop-up stores. So I just like to just go for it. If I'm meeting friends, let's meet in Hongdae and then we walk around. There's pop-up stores every time.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
I think just walking around is a good way to just make a full day, because you'll never know what you're going to come across. You'll often come across like a cool thrift shop, and then there's a cafe, let's get a coffee, and then after coffee I'm hungry, let's go eat. Like it just kind of keeps unraveling itself. I think for me, my perfect day would be like a Sunday where I don't have to work and stuff. And when the weather's quite nice like it is now, I would start with like a good brunch, like go to a good brunch spot in Seoul. There's one, I forget the name of it. It's in like the Royal Food and Drink. I quite like. It's in
I think I've heard
what
about
is it?
this one.
North Seoul Tower.
Oh yeah.
What's that area called?
Oh my. How come? Namsan Tower.
There you go.
Namsan. Oh my God. How come?
Namsan
Oh
area.
yeah, that's a very beautiful spot that you
It's so
must
good
try.
because you can see out overlooking all the city. So I would start there, like go to a good brunch with friends, and then I would probably like walk around or go for a hike or do something a little bit active.
And let me add, like you can end the day with karaoke.
Yep.
Go to karaoke and photo booths. You can always take like photo booths. It's everywhere. You can even fix your hair, make your
They
makeup.
have like curling irons and stuff.
And
in
yeah,
there.
and take some pictures with friends for a day, like a memory.
Yeah.
A very nice memory. So you can have like a lot of fun. That's why I said go early, so you can like
make
enjoy
a full
the whole day.
Yeah. I agree with that. But there's no way to like be bored. If you're bored in Seoul, you're doing it wrong.
Yeah, definitely.
Let's see, Minna, is there a style that you like making in particular in graphic design?
Yep, I like some art styles, but I always try to change my art style because, as I told you, I don't like it to be a routine.
Yeah.
But I definitely like more the kind of simple art styles, especially if you work with logos. you have to try to make it as simple as possible. Be meaningful but simple.
Gotcha.
And that's why you have to like search a lot so you can, make it like
Be respectful, yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see. I love the photo booths with cute accessories. Wait, are we allowed to go inside the pyramids of Giza?
Of course, you're allowed to.
You can. Okay.
If you don't have like a phobia of Thai places, because I almost freaked out in the beginning.
Ah, okay. So it's quite small then, the area. All right, let's see. Koreanet, I'll need to make a list of some of the places visited on hide and seek and visit them. Definitely do that. Hide and seek was my previous show.
Oh, yeah.
And I got to go everywhere in Korea. So definitely go watch that if you guys need some inspo, because even I got inspo for kind of like where to go and everything.
Yeah. Did we have the last time, by the way?
Was that what it was?
The last one, the third one.
I don't know. I don't remember. What? Do you remember what it was?
Oh, let me use a little
It's gonna
bit
bother
of
me
a
because
cheat.
we've been on air together multiple times and neither one of us can remember where the other one was from.
Exactly.
We did boot camp, we did this one, and we did another one.
Yeah.
Anyway, we've got a couple more questions and then we're actually gonna go ahead and get that last stamp because we only have 10 minutes left. So I'll just go ahead and do that now and we'll ask a question as well. My dad is asking, both girls, what is the next project you have that you're looking forward to?
Well, I have a trip to Jeju.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, and I'm gonna film like a lot of like
lands.
tourist spots there too, hot places in Jeju, and I'm
there you
super
go.
excited about it. And also Jeju is really one of the most beautiful places that you must visit, but it's big one, and you have the north and south. You have to explore it all. So every time I go, I just like find out there's a different place I didn't find.
I've
so
only
it's
been
just
to
like
Jeju
so.
once. I would love to go back.
Really?
Yeah, I was only there
Yeah.
for like 2 or 3 days also, so I didn't feel like it was enough.
That's
So
nice.
I'll go back soon.
Yeah.
My next project, I'm trying to think. I think my next project is really just kind of building this next trip back home. Because whenever I go back to the States, if you guys have been a frequent watcher of Koreanet and you've seen my other shows as well, I go back for about a month at a time. So it's not really easy to plan, leaving work for about a month and everything. So I try to plan it as far in advance as I can. But this time I'm planning my trip for New York. Like this morning I was making reservations and stuff like that. So yeah, I think that's kind of my next biggest project. I just want to end the year on a really good note. So in New York, I definitely want to get the Christmassy vibes and everything. And then as well, kind of planning, what I can take to my family and stuff like that. So Dad, my biggest project is coming home.
Oh,
yeah.
I'm curious. What does your dad want from Korea this time?
What do you want from Korea, Dad? Let me know. What activities do you enjoy doing with your friends in Korea?
Well, I would definitely say karaoke, having nice
For sure.
coffee, exploring cafes actually, because cafes here are just like whole another thing. It's not like just about having a coffee. Every cafe is different. You can do poetry, you can have a cat cafe. There's even like webtoon cafes. It's very fun.
Yeah, there's a lot of different types of cafes, I guess. But like my favorite is like the little bangs, like the PC bang, the gaming bang,
this one is
the
also
comic
nice.
book bang. Like there's all kinds of stuff. Manga bang, I think is what it's called.
Yeah.
But yeah, just all different kinds of stuff for all different kinds of people. Like I said, I think if you're bored, you're doing it wrong.
Oh, yeah.
My favorite thing to do with friends though is just now that I've actually moved into a new house, I am having friends over more.
Oh, that's so
I love
nice.
hosting and like making dinner, and like we had like a pumpkin carving party for Halloween. It was really fun.
That's really nice.
So a little bit more of a homebody these days, but definitely fun.
Yeah.
Let's see.
So how about we announce our today's winner?
Go for it.
Oh, okay.
Go for it.
So today's winner is this one, right?
You can choose this one. Carmela Villar
Carmela VR. Yeah.
or Villar. Villar or Villar. I don't know if it's Spanish or not, but Carmela, you win. Congratulations. Let's give Carmela a round of applause. Good job. So the way that you win, make sure that you screenshot your name and then upload the screenshot into the link in the description down below. All right, ready? Peace. Screenshot. Okay, very good. Hopefully you got that. So we can keep going, I guess, with the Q&A because we've got just a couple more minutes. But everyone give Carmela a big shout out. Very good. They said this episode is fun. Awesome.
Oh, so happy to hear that.
In Egypt, is there a moment that you miss the most?
Oh, I miss a lot of things about Egypt. I would definitely say the warm weather. It's so nice.
You just said
And-
your favorite season was winter.
Yeah, but even winter in Egypt is warm.
Oh, right,
Like it's
okay.
cold, but like still like
It's
chilly,
warm.
Yeah. And I would say I definitely miss my family,
Yeah, no doubt.
of course. And I miss my university place because it was art place and it was originally a palace, a very old palace in Egypt. And it was very artistic and beautiful, so they changed it to the art university. So it's one of the most beautiful art universities in Egypt.
Wow.
Yeah, it's in a place
Now I
called
really want to
Zamalek.
come visit. Can I ask a personal question? Not from
Yeah,
the chat.
sure. Yeah.
What about like Egyptian cuisine? Like that's one of the only things that I don't think I've ever tried. And it wasn't because I don't want to.
So
It just
good.
I've never been exposed to it like that.
Yeah.
What would you recommend that I try if I go?
Well, I would definitely recommend do you like bibimbap?
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
I'm
then
good
you
with
should-
spicy. I like
Oh.
most food, but what in particular should I try?
So you should try koshari. Koshari is similar to bibimbap.
Koshari.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mix of many different ingredients, and it's like our very traditional food.
Okay.
And it's very, very delicious.
Nice.
And
nice.
if you're good with spicy, you will love it.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah.
And what about like desserts and stuff? Is there anything in particular?
Oh, desserts, I would highly recommend Ali.
Ali?
Literally, it means mother of Ali. I don't know who invented the name. Maybe Ali invented the name.
Oma is mother?
Yeah,
Oh, it's so similar to Korean.
Yeah.
Wow, okay.
Ali. And
Ali.
it's so delicious, you guys. Oh my god.
Wow.
I'm craving it right now.
Oh man, now I'm hungry. I want some
so
something
good.
sweet.
So good.
All right, well, very good. I'll definitely add that to the
How about
list.
your favorite Korean food?
I've got the chat knows this kimchi jjigae. I'm so basic with this.
Wow, we have a good we
I
have
love
similar taste
kimchi
here.
jjigae.
I love
It's
kimchi
good
jjigae.
all the time.
Yeah.
I'm gonna make sure I can do that for dinner.
It
It's
makes
like
you feel warm. from the
yeah,
inside.
it
So
just
good.
tastes like homemade cooking. You know what I mean? Like it just tastes very like familiar. It is like got a kick to it though. So if you guys aren't good with spicy, maybe try like doenjang jjigae instead. Or dubu jjigae, something like
Jjigae
that.
is
But
also
kimchi jjigae
very
is a little
good.
bit spicy, but it's quite good.
Yeah.
Mena has very good communication skills and knowledge for live presenting.
Oh, thank you
Alright.
so much.
Yeah. Oh, and the nabi earrings. Yeah, the nabi earrings. So we have a frequent
So
viewer of the show
pretty.
named K-Stosh. And K-Stosh actually came and visited me and Vaughn at work yesterday. And she was very kind. She actually gave me these earrings. So I wore these for K-Stosh in case she's watching. But thank you so much. So I love it. And I love butterflies. So that's why she got me
so
these.
pretty.
Oh,
Yeah.
thank you. Speaking of butterflies, there's one place that I was curious if you've been to in Korea. There's like a botanical gardens.
Oh, definitely.
It's in Seoul.
I've been there.
You've been there?
It's one of the most beautiful places.
I want to go so
Definitely.
bad. I've
Okay.
never been.
have to
No,
go there.
I've been to Seoul Forest once.
Yeah.
I think. Yeah, but I've never been to the botanical gardens.
So pretty. But you're lucky you can go in autumn.
Yeah, right.
Right? You still have some time.
Still got some time. I'll
Yeah.
see if I can convince Vaughn and them to go with me.
Oh, yeah.
All right, so let's see what else we got here. Koreanet, you know how to pick excellent guests. Yes, they certainly do.
My God, you guys are so sweet.
They're very nice. Favorite place to visit around? Favorite place to visit? Would you recommend as a first-time tourist in Korea?
First place is definitely Hangang.
Yeah,
Han
Hangang.
River. Yeah. It's very nice and you will chill, you will try all kind of Korean street food and you will have just the most beautiful picnic. And you might be lucky there would be people also singing.
Oh
Some people do
yeah.
random
Oh, that's
performance
true.
for free. Yeah, so as
They
a
call
first
it
experience.
busking here.
Busking, yeah.
But yeah, you'll catch people busking sometimes, especially if you go to like Bampo Daegyo or if you go to Yeouido, like the Yeouido part of the river. Either way, there's a Hangang Park in both of those.
Yeah.
And they often have like the live performers, and if you get the street food, just get the chicken on a stick.
Yeah.
Don't
so
question me.
good.
Just do
So
it.
good.
It's very good.
Yeah.
And hot dog is really good. Sometimes they'll have hodugwaja, which is like a little walnut red bean snack. Really
Yeah.
good. They'll have like fried squid and stuff.
Yeah.
Don't knock it before you try it. Fried squid's actually very good. And then you'll probably get chimek. Most people order fried chicken and beer to the river, and you can drink publicly with your friends, no problem. So you can just sit along the side and just enjoy the vibes.
Yeah, there's even places to make ramyun there.
Oh yeah, you can go to
Yeah.
the convenience stores and just make your own bowl
Your
of like
own
hot
whole
ramen.
yeah.
I love that about Korea. The convenience stores here, it's
So good.
amazing. You can get a full, good quality, healthy meal from the Pyeonijang or the convenience store.
True. That's
Yeah,
really good.
so good. You can get like just chicken and sausages and everything. It's all ready, and you just mix it with ramen. Good to go. Completely good.
You don't even have to be ready. Just go there. You can rent everything and just prepare your picnic right away.
Yes, it's amazing. So cool. Love to hear K-Stosh meeting Vaughn and Shannon. Perfect gift. She was very sweet, you guys. She's a longtime viewer of the show, so you know, if she pops up in the chat the next couple days, give her a shout out. She's super sweet. She came with some friends to visit Korea, and it was lovely. It was really awesome to get to see some of you guys in person, of course. So thank you guys for visiting. I hope she get a photo and an autograph. We did take some photos with her. Unfortunately, I was kind of with a client and working, so I didn't get a whole lot of time to talk, but very, very appreciative nonetheless. So anyway, we're on the last minute now. I think this was a good way to end the episode. Thank you guys so much for watching, as always. And again, come check out this museum. Some of the exhibitions will be open until March. I'm running out of time, so I'm going to say I love you. Bye. Thank you for watching.
Bye. It was so nice, guys. Bye.